Hi there guys, Sam here. As the title suggests, I just want to talk a little bit about the CLA45 AMG, a car I recently got to know a little bit better, and I got to have a little bit of a go of it in the passenger seat, and done a few clips I'll put on, and just to generally give my kind of opinion on it. So the car headline figures, I suppose. I'll start with kind of the facts. So it starts from around sort of £44,000, which is a lot. let's be honest. It's certainly not cheap. And then by the time you spec it, for example, if you want stuff like panoramic roof, which the car I got to check out did, it's £960 for that. If you want the sports exhaust, which you definitely do want, the noise of that is ridiculous. I'll put a bit of noise in that in now actually. It's warmed up by his car, you're right there. It does. Seriously, I won't get tired of that. And and other stuff included in it. You've got like the command online, it's about £1,800. Aero kit is around £700, so you're not looking too far off of nearly a 50 grand car, which is a hell of a lot, but it is quite a lot of car for the money. So 375 brake horsepower, 332 pounds-foot of torque is a lot. It's a 2 litre 4-cylinder, and as a result of the fact that it's only a 4-cylinder and a 2 litre, you can actually get about 40.9 miles per gallon is what they actually say, and that is actually possibly attainable, particularly on the motorway. Obviously I've got my Golf R. That's probably about as good as I can get really out of it. It's actually rated better than the R, and you're talking about an extra 75 brake horsepower. The CLA itself, obviously 4-wheel drive, so you've got plenty of traction. The car that I was in, it had the same damper setting, so fixed dampers, so it wasn't adjustable. But comfort wise it was fine, but it did still feel planted. Probably say it feels a little bit firmer than the Golf R, but then not as firm as the car I'm in at the moment, the Fiesta ST. And at the same time, it's you could kind of cruise in it, and you could really push it. It just had that kind of sense of occasion. With the panoramic roof as well, it allowed a lot more light into the cabin, as it's based on kind of like an A-class. The one thing I've driven an A45 before, and the A-class, it is quite cramped, and the one thing it's crying out for is a bit more light. So if you're ever going to get like an A45 or a CLA45, I'd definitely say panoramic roof. You pay nearly £1,000 for it, but well worth it, and it just allows light in. You can also hear that sports exhaust a lot better. It's unreal. I mean, I like the pops and cracks you get out of the VW Golf R that I have, but this is something else. When you sort of like in just sitting still, the noises it make is ridiculous, and upshifts, downshifts is crazy. Lift off, it sounds fantastic, as I'm sure you've just heard. And it's a great car, a really great car. I think probably its best traits is probably actually its looks, and this is obviously good for all the CLAs. They look really good, particularly this one. I think in white with the aero kit, it kind of, the little touches make it really nice. The 19-inch wheels in black look really cool as well. I think it runs Dunlop Sport Max tyres. Obviously I can't really comment too much on that. And inside it, didn't feel cramped, but it didn't feel spacious either, if that makes sense. It was kind of like still like a hatchback really. I mean, you obviously feel it more as a passenger, but it's like roller coaster ride kind of quick. Really does get going. Obviously some of the differences between the the A45 and the CLA, obviously the coupe type look for the CLA looks really cool, but also it obviously adds a little bit more weight. So I've checked out, so it's 30 kilos more weight, not massive, half of probably me, half of a person, which is not too bad. But another thing I did read is that it's actually softer dampers compared to an A45. It just makes it more compliant. It's got that more saloon type feel, I guess. I mean, it's still firm, but it's definitely softer. Those are the only little differences between the A45 and the CLA. And I think the looks, think it's pretty great. And certainly you could feel in the corners, and you could feel, you know, it could go, and 0-60 nearly around for 4 seconds is bonkers. See a car, many cars on the road being able to match that kind of pace. Personal opinion, obviously it is quite an expensive car, but you know, if you have the money, and it does look really, really good, and it is kind of like a saloon, if a sort of like a mini saloon, you know, why not? It's a great bit of fun, and a great, obviously got the Mercedes badge as well, so on that side it's pretty covered. You know, from my personal experience of driving it, I'll put some clips in. I've driven an A45, and that was certainly with the performance exhaust, it's one hell of an experience.
Sweeps round, so
It's so quick. Yeah, it sounds good.
it's fantastic.
Love the crackles.
Yeah.
I've actually driven the pre-facelift and the facelift model as well, so I did a few revisions, but yeah, it was one hell of a special occasion, and that's what you want. You want a special occasion. Interior wise, I mean, to be honest, the seats were really, really good. They're really, really comfortable, supportive, look good as well. The dash, he had actually some extra, the person who owns it had a little bit of extra trim just on the dash. You can have your own opinions on that. I think it looks okay. Half kind of reminds me of a DS3 Racing from a Citroen, so I don't really know if that's kind of what you want in a Mercedes. And just the whole, it's definitely a special occasion inside. The wheels really, really nice. You know, auto gearbox, obviously you can't specify anything different. The command online just looks like an iPad kind of stuck on, really. But you know, for the whole occasion, and that's kind of what you want from kind of like a hot, obviously it's not a hot hatch, based on a hot hatch, it's kind of like a hyper saloon. It's out of this world. Hope you enjoyed this video. I'll certainly do some more clips on the Golf R. That's obviously my 2017 pre-facelift Golf R. I'll leave you with a few more clips of the CLA45. But yeah, great to know your opinions. It's not a car that's really coveted particularly much. You know, there's not really too many reviews on it. I think it looks great. I think it goes great. I think it is expensive, but I think it's a great car. And you know, you want something to make you special and make you smile. And geez, that car has it all. And to actually have stuff like the economy, you know, to go with it is out of this world, really. Yeah, but yeah, until next time, you know, I'll do some more stuff on my Golf R. But you know, please subscribe. Chuck any comments in for this CLA45. I'll try and answer them as best I can. And yeah, I'll see you next time. Cheers, guys.